What is up, everybody? Welcome to the WriteContempt podcast, where the contempt is always right. As always, I am your host, Mike DeMarco. You can call me Mike Dem. And beside me is my partner in crime most of the time, Michael Berg, also known as Mech Michael. We're here shooting this for you because we felt like we owed you an explanation. Right now, you're watching Kingdom Hearts 2.1 and 2.2, and we messed up. Kingdom Hearts 2.1, we lost the audio recording of us talking, or the podcast. So right now on your screen somewhere, you should be seeing 2.1 kind of in fast forward, the gameplay portion of it. And as soon as we're done here, we're going to jet right into 2.2 and continue on as normal. So we're glad you're watching the show. We hope you're enjoying yourself. We hope you're a subscriber. We appreciate every subscriber. Please do find the Facebook page, find the YouTube channel and the website and everything. And we hope you see you there. We hope we get to talk to you and we learn what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong and what we can change. And we appreciate any feedback you have for us. So thank you so much. Enjoy the show. We'll see you next time.
I guess I'm just having issues accepting that fate. I mean, it doesn't bother me because, I took a photo of the panorama. It was cool. Fine. Nah. But, that was their coolest thing, so it's weird that they had to get rid of that. Now, I love that they're taking... I mean, who the heck wouldn't want to explore all of the different lands in Epcot? I mean, that makes so much sense.
You mean the countries or, the Disneylands?
The Disney countries.
Yes.
The lore countries. Imagine...
And the thing is most of the Disney countries are based on real places, so they can they can feed in that history. China can become a Mulan version of China, but the China stuff is still there.
Yeah.
And if they add an Egypt land, it could be Agrabah.
Yeah.
But it's still Egypt.
Oh my god, that'd be so sick.
It's still Egypt.
It's gonna take 50 years to have that happen, though.
Yeah.
Damn it. That'd be so sick. I would love to do that. What is this minigame?
This is...
God.
We're traveling from planet to planet.
Oh, this hurts.
Yeah, this is not good.
It's like a shitty version of Star Fox.
Yes, it's a very shitty version of Star Fox.
Here's things that turn me off immediately. Rail shooter, lasers that are full of shit. Look at those lasers. Those aren't anything. Oh god, you're just in a 3D block. Ah.
See, you can see. I'm not trying to defend it.
Why does this exist?
I'm trying to say, but you can build your own ship. And you can make better lasers and missiles, and you can boost to go faster, and it's not good. It's not good. It's really
Look
bad.
at this. Look at what's on the screen right now.
Nothing.
Psychedelics, little toy ship, some scores on the other side. I don't understand. Things that have shot, I assume.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of those.
Gummi ship with money, I assume. Listen, again, I'm sitting here watching this, so I don't know why you're doing this. Why are there planets now? Alright, I'm gonna do the show description.
Yeah,
here we go.
Here we go.
Here's what I understand. Kid with crazy hair has a girlfriend and a friend who has white hair and doesn't like him, and so they race, and then he makes them feel bad, so they don't get to go on the ship. But then when they try to go on the ship, the darkness comes and steals away all of their friends and transports them into Wacky Land. Wacky Land has Disney characters, because that makes sense. Disney characters have showed up because they had their world destroyed in some cataclysm. Let's see. And now we're in space? I guess if I have to...
Space.
I am a college-educated man, and if I understand how we got here, I'm going to say it as follows. Merlin is messing with some minds right now, and suddenly he's like, yo, you guys want to borrow my super cool spaceship? It runs on magic, just like everything else here. I just don't understand why, we left the real world, which was supposed to be the town where we beat up everybody in the island,
with our wooden stick,
to go into fake reality world, and now in fake reality world there are multiple planets?
Yeah, the real world that we were in, the island place, that was just a planet, technically, in this whole Disney galaxy.
Okay, so they didn't actually leave the reality that we're all conscious in.
Right.
I don't like that.
You think the game has to belong somewhere in our reality?
Well, I mean, because that gives me a good anchor.
I mean, look at Sora. Does he look like he's from our world?
Well, we talked about his feet last time.
Yeah. Exactly.
God, I'm late. I kick those people. Listen, pet peeve for a minute. British people in stupid BBC shows actually are spending a lot of time telling people, come on, let's go, come on. Like, if you listen to them, they don't just say it once. They say it enough times where you want to hit them in the jaw. And I hate people like that. I'll tell you a story about what happened for my high school graduation, alright? And nothing changes, because I still do this to this day. I don't show up on time for anything. It's like a huge character flaw.
That is true. You never show up on time for anything.
Because to me, everything is negotiable. So it's like, hey, I'm 5 minutes late. Do you care? No. Okay. Done. Like, I have no fear over that. And yet some people are just like, I can't be late. And I've never been that person. So what do I do?
I'm that person. I'm never late for anything. I am perpetually 10 to 15 minutes early for anything that I'm supposed to be to. And that's an industry thing for me. Like, I guess we're going to finally talk about ourselves a little bit and introduce ourselves. I'm a film student, or soon to not be a film student.
Right. Last day of class.
Last day of class tomorrow. Yeah, but I'm a filmmaker. So, you know, a common saying for us as filmmakers is,
oh God,
if you're early, you're on
Cinderella.
time. If you're on time, you're late, and if you're late, you're fired.
Which is bullshit.
So,
all right,
not in the film industry.
Listen here, okay? If you're on time, when you read that literally, that means you're on time. So if on time is 10 minutes earlier...
Hold on.
Fine!
But you worked in an industry that you're gonna know this exactly. When you first come into work, what do? When you first get to work, read your email, maybe hit up the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hit up the kitchen.
Yeah.
Get a bagel.
All true so far.
Get some coffee. That's not film industry. If the day starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, you start shooting at 5.
Oh, wow.
So you do not get there at 5 and then go get coffee, hit the bathroom. You have to have that shit done before it's time to shoot.
Well, then it's just... fine. Alright, that makes sense. Because Nathan, he's our buddy, he's in the military, and he actually takes it one step further. He's like, if you're early, you're late. If you're if you're early, or if you're early for being early, you're on time. And that just bugs the crap out of me because, again, it's like, everything's relative, alright? Somebody can show up on set and be late and no one's going to say anything to them. Maybe it's the director. Maybe it's the executive producer.
Yeah.
Well, if it's true for one person, it's damn sure true for everyone else.
No, it's not. Not on a fucking film set. that PA shows up 10 minutes late, they're fired. The director shows up 2 hours late,
so
they'll figure out what to do.
I know as a human, as a professional, I need to be on time. So my girlfriend at the time, she reminded me, she's like, listen, you need to really get better at being on time. And so since high school, I've made a huge effort. I used to show up like 15, 20 minutes late to places, and now I average like 0 minutes to 10 minutes. But here's the thing, is like there is an unnecessary amount of stress that being on time forces you into.
Yes.
I sit there, I stare at the clock, and I'm like, well, maybe I should leave early. Maybe I should leave right now. Like, I've left for meetings an hour early and shown up 50 minutes early because I'm just like, well, if I don't stay on top of this, I'm going to be late. And that just sucks.
It does suck. I completely agree with you. Well, for instance, look at me and film school. I literally live around the corner from my film school.
Yeah.
It is like 2 minutes away with no traffic. But
but God help you if there's traffic.
But if I have class at 9 o'clock and I leave at 9:50 or 8:50, I won't get to class until 9:30. Like, it's that bad.
Yeah. So
when I have class at 9 o'clock, I leave at 8:20 and I get there at 8:30 and then I have to wait half an hour.
Yeah. See, that's my problem inherently. When I was working at our web design agency, I lived 10 minutes away, which means I don't care if traffic's that bad. I'm not going to leave 30 minutes early and give my boss free time. So I was like, listen, I can either be 30 minutes early or I can be 5 minutes late. And you know what that tells me? I'm going to be 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
Because it just makes sense logically. Like, 5 minutes. You've been watching this video for 10. You don't care about 5 minutes. It's nothing. That's enough time to go to the bathroom and sit back down. So, like, the way I look at it is as follows. And, you know, I've had this discussion with Johnny. I worked for Design Zillas for 4.5 years. He would call me in every 6 months or so and be like, "Listen, I need you to be on time. We've had this discussion. Why are you incapable of being on time?" And my response was always the same. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to be on time. I'm going to work this out. But then human nature takes over after 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm late for every single day ever again.
Yep.
But here's the problem. Nobody likes having to deal with that situation. So he doesn't want to have to yell at me all the time. So what it came down to was, as long as I provided more value while I'm there, you're not going to yell at me for being late, because I'm going to stay an extra 2 hours, but I might be 5 minutes late. So you want to be stickler about 5 minutes? You don't get my extra 2 hours. Everything is a negotiation in that.
Yes.
So this whole filmmaking set thing, I guess I'm destined to be a director, because otherwise I'm not working for a film project.
No, you just have to be a producer so that you don't even have to be on set.
Ah, cool. Right. Let's get back to this, I suppose.
Kingdom
I've
Hearts.
always hated that queen bitch. She's just
Queen of Hearts.
She's just the kind of person that just reminds me of people I don't even like.
See, I wonder though. I'm pretty smart, but I'm not a super well-read person. I've never read Alice in Wonderland, so I wonder how much the Disney version has infected.
Bring me evidence of Alice's innocence.
What the
hey,
actual
look!
queen's like.
Our stupid cinematic doesn't correlate with reality of the level design. Where did all the extra dudes go? Real big annoyance of mine. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know if you saw Marsh's review of The Holy Mountain or had heard of what that is, but it's basically a psychedelic movie acid trip weirdness, and pretty much falls in line with Naked Lunch, the book.
Okay.
If you've ever heard of that.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Alice in Wonderland, it's interesting because it's weird. And because it's weird, I don't feel like reading it.
Yeah.
I have no desire to read about what the process was for naming this crazy-ass cat that we're seeing on screen right now. I don't understand. Like,
why did I go here first? I had two choices, and I picked this one.
I suppose it has something to do with being rather straight edge with my life, but like, I don't like look at that and I'm like, ha ha ha, it's so funny the way they came up with that cat. He just disappears. That's so weird, man. Like, I'm just like, why is that cat coming in and disappearing? And why is the Cheshire Cat in this story like a big grinning cat? Is it a reference to drugs? Is it a reference to insanity? I don't care.
You are going on about stuff that I'm not even following you at this point. Like, I think you just did an impression of someone who's really high. But I'm not sure.
So, let's talk about this from a game perspective for a minute, because I'm looking at this, and I understand how level design works.
Yes.
But I'm finding you running around boxes hitting things a lot. Is that a correct statement? There's just different wallpaper on the walls each time.
Boxes and
so this exact level design is fairly similar to the exact level design of the streets you were running around a few minutes ago, before you got transported in the flying machines.
Probably more or less, yeah. Oh god, fucking jumping.
Why do you think that they... I don't know.
Look, we have one piece of evidence.
Also, it's really annoying that he doesn't open boxes with his hands.
See, I kind of like that, because then, you can come up with reasons in your head, like, maybe these boxes are only here because nobody else could open them, because they didn't have the keyblade.
Or, maybe these boxes are here because, literally, this is a dream, and none of this makes sense. Is that their play
it's
here?
It's a dream.
Is this all dreamscape?
No.
No?
It goes way too deep to be a dream.
Alright. I'll tell you something. I'll inception this conversation right now.
Okay.
I had a dream that I took a photo of a friend's face and made him wear a mask of his face. Photo, scan, print out.
What? Hold on. Backtrack. What the fuck was that?
I took a photo of a friend's face
in
my dream. We cut it out and made him wear it.
So you made...
In my dream.
In a dream, you made a photo... You took a photo of someone, printed it out, and then made that someone wear their own face?
Yes, so they could be a spy.
Like a TF2 spy?
I don't know, man. It was a funny dream. It was my...
See, for me, I don't really remember dreams unless there's something really memorable. That's the kind of dream that just... I would have woken up and never thought about ever again. It just sounds very... I think I have to... I think it's... Is it the yellow one? I think it's the red one. So basically what's going on right now, if you... Actually, no. What do you think's going on right now? That's what I want to know.
Okay, listen. I recently, over Thanksgiving or Christmas break, watched... I don't have break. What am I talking about? I watched the Tim Burton Cinderella movie with Johnny Depp. So I know a little bit more about the lore than I would necessarily 6 months ago. So here's what I think's going on. You found yourself in Alice in Wonderland, and you're playing the Alice in Wonderland story, and you were drinking all those stupid potions that made you grow and shrink, which again, when I was watching the movie, was like, why are we doing this? She grew, so here's exactly what happens. She drinks a potion, she shrinks. She picks something up. She drinks the big potion. She grows, and then eventually she comes back to normal size and leaves the room. Like, it was just all for nothing. Like hitting that tree. What the hell? Stop. The tree's talking to you now? Yeah, the point is, apparently, you're gonna go do what Cinderella did herself. Yeah, Cinderella's not correct, is it? Why are you shrinking again?
Because I did the stuff I needed to do.
Oh, you were big?
I was big, so I could crunch this thing, so I could put that up.
But is this, like, fun? Is this fun right now?
Literally what we're doing right now, talking about this game and making fun of it, yes, it's fun. The game itself?
If I wrote this down on paper, would it sound fun? Open the door. Grow in size.
Like if you read
Pick up the apple. Shrink in size. Open 3 boxes. Like, go in a hole in a wall that's clearly not even modeled, it's just a texture. Like, fall back into the center room. I don't know what it is. These games bug me out.
Get out of my way.
Or maybe I'm just being... Oh, you just killed that guy!
Yep.
You just threw him off the ledge!
Fuck him.
Here's what I mean. Oh,
alright, we've got 3 out of 4 evidences right now. So we can go...
we can save Alice!
We can go and save Alice, or we can look for the last piece of evidence to make sure that she's innocent.
So we're gambling with her life?
Blizzard. Yeah.
What are the chances of us getting her innocent with only 3?
I believe there are 5. Like, when you go to do the trial, the queen adds 1. So right now, it would be 3 out of 5.
We'll win this.
But if we get all 4, we can be 4 out of 5. So the idea is, do we want to rush through this, or do we want to go and get the last piece?
Well, we obviously want to rush through this.
Okay.
But my question is, like, what happens if she's found guilty?
Nothing.
Nothing? Oh, great. So can we just skip this whole chapter?
Actually...
3 out of 5 is great.
I'm trying to remember what we get for getting all the evidence.
Do you realize that if I could drive a motorcycle at full speed, jump off it, and have a 3 out of 5 chance of coming away completely unscathed, I'm pretty much going to choose that.
Really? That's
good odds.
I think it's good odds. It's not great odds.
That's better than 50%. That's pretty good odds.
I don't know.
Are you looking for Gidgets and Gazmos again?
Gidgets and Gazmos? What's that?
I thought you were supposed to go prove her innocence right now.
Yeah.
Why are you back here?
I want more stuff.
Oh God! You already got Blizzard or whatever, aren't you like?
But I feel like you get something else, and I can't remember.
Wouldn't it be really funny if like they found her guilty and then the queen's like, but we have to keep the narrative going. Here, take her anyway.
That's kind of what happened. That's what's supposed to happen. Like, that's not what happens if she gets found guilty or whatever.
God, can you imagine if it was Game of Thrones? Just like, well, off with her head. Dead.
Technically, that is kind of how the queen is, but of course, this isn't Game of Thrones.
Not in this case.
Different shit happens.
I gotta give... nicely done. I gotta give Game of Thrones credit. Like, no one is safe.
Nobody is safe.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
It'd be like if Alex Vance died in Half-Life 2. It'd be like, well, shit.
But
I guess this game's not messing around.
At the same time, though, when it comes to no one is safe, I feel like, in Game of Thrones specifically, I feel like it's not necessarily because nobody's safe. I feel like it's because George does not want people ahead of him in his story.
Interesting.
So when people get ahead of him, he's like, "Well, fuck it, I'm changing it." You think Jon Snow's the hero? Fuck it.
Respect that. Well, don't say that. Don't say that.
That's a year ago. I haven't even watched that far.
I've watched all the episodes. He's still a hero. What are you talking about?
Never mind.
You're like, actually, I've read the most recent books.
I've heard things.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they've said that the narrative is not any longer going to be tied directly to the TV
they said the show will pass the books.
I'm interested to see what happens when it comes to how long this show can actually go, because
yeah, they might try and fucking make it go forever,
or they might literally just cut it short. I mean,
you
think about something like God, what's a good example?
Fuck, I cannot remember.
I mean, like, imagine if they never, and not to like reference everything the same as always, but like, what if they just never made another Sherlock? Like, people would die. Like, it's that good, but like, you know, you could literally be like, well, it was that good. Like, Game of Thrones is so satisfying each season. I could literally never watch another one and still be glad that it existed. I wouldn't be able to handle not having more. But,
I guess that's true, but HBO is not going to just give up Game of Thrones.
Oh, no, it's the moneymaker right now.
Because of whatever reason.
Here's what I mean.
They're going to make it go as long as they can.
We watched the Power Rangers reboot tonight, and we watched the fan film for Dragon Ball Z Light of Hope or something like that.
Light of Hope, yeah.
And both times, I was like, if we cut this in half, how much better could it have been?
Yes.
And
I agree.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna be right. Oh, well, no, we can't. Better get the apple. I hate you. I hate you for going in circles right now.
This game is all about circles.
No. We have 2 more to go through. So the thing is, like,
so yes,
in our filmmaking,
do you want me to air my grievances first about those?
Well, I think, yeah.
Or do you want to work our way through sort of the review?
You can go in a second. I just want to make this clear because I think we both share the same feeling. Like, in our filmmaking, I just want it to be excellent, even if it's short. Like, if it's 3 minutes, but boss, you're gonna watch it 6 times, you know. But like, I'm never gonna watch those again, except for like maybe to see a couple parts that were really cool action sequences. Like, there's something about the quality of the special effects where I'm just like, if you had less, you could do them better, you know?
I can't fucking remember what to do. Yeah, I definitely feel like there was some flair for the sake of flair in both of those videos. Let's focus on one first.
Let's just do the Power Rangers reboot.
Let's talk about the Power Rangers one first. The Power Rangers one I thought was awesome. Like, it's definitely a fan film. That's all it's supposed to be.
Tell me if you know
how
it came about, because that had a budget, all right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to act like I know a ton about it. We're going to go to the Queen now because I can't figure out what to do. What? Time? Oh, do we want to next time on...
You tell me. Decide.
Next time on the show, we'll talk about Power Rangers?
No, as in next... Oh.
Yeah, next time on the show, we're going to talk about Power Rangers.